Welcome back to TFTV 2. We're here with you for the next few games. My name is Ryushi, if you've only just joined us, and joining me for the rest of the afternoon still is Stark. Welcome
Hello.
back. On camera is going to be Suyooo and... sorry Stark, I cut you then. I was just lazily talking. Sorry.
Ignore me. I was just going to say we're going to be playing Badlands next, and I feel BK have the advantage going on to this. But first, let's go over the rosters. How about you go over the BK roster?
Okay, well, BK, a newly formed, some would say, a strong contender for the Premiership first place. It's Zebasai's new roster. They've got Knutson picking up that Medigun for I think the first time in his official career. Rib on the demo, so that's always going to be a strong force there for the team. On Soldier, we've got AMS making his Prem debut and Zappis making his Soldier debut as well. So the Finnish Soldier combo there. And on Scouts, we have Herp and Zebasai playing that really super aggressive Scout that we've seen him do in past seasons. So it's going to be an interesting team. I'm not quite certain if these roles are going to be the same at the end of the season, but it'll be definitely interesting to watch them, how they play in this Invitational.
Yeah, I think the main thing to notice is AMS is their new pocket, and he's never been tested before, like you said. And I don't know how he's going to play. I mean, he plays really well in the kind of Division 1, Division 2 level, but how he's going to perform at this level with this new team is it's yet to be seen. And of course, Zebo on Scout, if he can keep his cool and not run in all the time, do a himsy, I feel he can be one of the strongest players. But actually, everyone's leaving the server.
Yeah, I've been reading chat. They're being strange about servers. I don't know if they're... I think they're switching to a German one. I'm not quite certain.
No, I don't think I have any TCM players. Oh, sorry. I might do this a few times. Fenneks used to be called TCM, so if that slips out, that's what I mean. I don't have any players on my friends list, so I can't get the new Source TV.
Well, I'm sure John should be able to sort us out soon, so we can just sort of keep looking around an empty map and we can talk about the teams. Sure.
Right, okay. I'll go with the Fenneks roster then.
Yeah.
So they've got the kind of the old medic prodigy from Infused returning back to medic in the Premiership, and Setlet on demo. I'm not sure if he's played Prem before. I don't think so. Captain and Samsa on Soldier, with Captain being the pocket and Sansa being the roamer. Captain seemed to be really strong for them in the Logjam Cup that I watched recently. So definitely he's one to look out for. And Happy Cool and Sheepy on Scout seem to be a pretty strong Scout duo. So definitely a contender for this match.
Yeah, Captain got upcoming talent of the season, I think about 2 seasons ago when he was playing in Div 2. And now he's sort of finally got himself a team to get him into Prem. They look really, really strong in the Logjam Cup, playing a close game against a strong maincall.tf roster. So I think this is going to be good. You know, the Rollerbladers are pretty damn strong as well. I mean, they've got Rib, they've got Zebasai, both 2 incredibly strong players. Zappis, I'll be interested to see how he plays on Roma. And AMS, I know is a good pocket, but I'm not quite certain if he's sort of that Prem level yet. Just trying to sort out servers, some things going down. I'm not quite certain where we're going to be. They're trying to sort out servers off, like the ones that we've provided, which we're all set up on and everything. They want to play on an outside server, I think, which is, you know, completely out of rules. But Prem teams, you know, Prem teams.
I think they're allowed as long as both teams agree.
Are they? Okay,
I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, we have been given an STV by Flushy, who has joined us.
Hello. I'm gonna leave, so thanks guys.
Right. See ya.
Cool. So we might be good to go, hopefully. Let's see what we can do. I don't think we're gonna have the we won't have any stats, I don't think. Which is gonna be a hindrance to you guys. You can't see who put out the most damage, but we should get a game, at least.
We'll always get the logs.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, they're all on here. This is where we're going to be.
It shouldn't be too long till we start. We've got a few people in spec, and we should be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. This is of course going to be Badlands, you know, the original TF2 map, or maybe not original, but it's the one that everyone plays constantly, never
The pinnacle
stops.
of TF2.
Yeah, absolutely. The only map that can ever be played and ever be considered the best.
Yeah.
But they're all ready now, all 12, so this is going to be, I think, interesting. TCM, of course, we are going to call them TCM quite often, because up until last night, they were TCM, or Team Cooler Monday, not actual TCM. And they're changing level. Great.
Yeah, they're just resetting the crouch bug. So as soon as this level restarts, we should be good to go.
Yeah. But they are, as I was saying, they are called Fenneks eSports, sponsored by Simray, and we have to say that.
And BK are known as the Knutson Rollerbladers.
But I'm not saying that every time. It's going to be BK.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this could be a close game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about you.
I think this is going to be sort of closer than the other game on Stream 1, which I've just opened at, isn't it? And it's not looking too close at the moment.
We've got Rib. I think he's going to dominate the middles. The big powerhouse from I-49.
I don't know. Setlet was looking strong. You know, I was watching most of the Logjam Cup, and Setlet's doing a lot of damage on sort of like they were playing the mids very Lego style, very passive. Setlet putting out tons of damage. So I don't know. Rib has sort of taken a season off as well. Don't forget that. Sort of.
True. But I've never seen anyone play a Badlands mid so passively and succeed, really, apart from what Epsilon were kind of doing earlier in the season. So I think we're readying up in real time, I think.
Yeah. Flush was just in here typing to me, asking if we were ready, and I told him we were. So they should be going anytime soon. Just waiting for the Source TV to catch up to the server so that they can actually join. So I'm guessing they've gone live. And hopefully we can start up soon. So that's just enough time for me to mention this key giveaway, guys. Keys donated by Ari of serverme.tf. And because no one tweeted last match for the Russian derby, there's actually been a rollover. So if you win this tweet by tweeting at teamfortress.tv with what you think your predictions for the scores of this match, you can win 2 keys if you get it right. So just say the 2 names of the teams, or BK and Fenneks, and the scores, what you think it's going to be, and then you are in the chance for 2 keys if you tweet it at teamfortress.tv, which hopefully someone is going to put up in our Twitch chat any second. It might be me.
And of course, if you want to actually win those keys, you should copy my prediction of 4-2 to BK. I'm not saying it's rigged, but I can see it coming.
Okay, there we go. I've put the Twitter thing in chat, which you need to send, which you need to tweet out to be in for the chance to win those keys. And I've really messed up this thing, but I know what I'm trying to say, and you guys know what I'm trying to say. Just tweet that with your predictions, win 2 keys, game's easy.
So what are your predictions then?
What are my predictions? I think Captain's going to go huge, going to hit some massive air shots, and it's going to be 3-1 to Fenneks. It's going to be a long, drawn-out game.
Well, I'm still holding on to my prediction of BK winning all the mids. So if I'm right, then it's up to Fenneks to play really well outside the mids to get those crucial rounds.
I don't know. I think the untested Finnish soldiers of Zappis and AMS. I mean, Zappis career scout. He's only ever played scout before, so I think it's going to be. He's going to sort of have to really work his demo role, his Roma role. But we have gone live, guys. So this is the Team Fortress TV Invitational number 2 here on Stream 2 with me, Ryushi, and Stark joining me for the rest of the afternoon. This is the second round match between Fenneks and BK. Stark, take us through this first middle.
Oh, Rib's decently fast. Seems to be about the same speed as Setlet. But he's doing already a lot of damage onto the scouts, and that should allow Zebasai a lot of freedom across the point. And already, BK seems to be taking a lot of presence, and Captain's kind of stuck in this valley area. But the frags are actually going towards Fenneks. But the point presence is too strong, but Fenneks trying to get back in with their scouts, but I don't think it's going to go too well.
Well, you say that, but they lose Samsung on entry, but now the scouts are rushing across point. They do manage to get something, but no, Hafikool does go down there. And now it seems they're going to have to back out. Sheepy cannot take that takedown 2 and a scout as well. I say that Zebasai gets too aggressive and gets meat shot as he comes around the corner. And now they might actually be in a good position. They do have the numbers advantage that both Ubers up. And with Hafiko respawning right now, they might try and go for this if they want to be aggressive.
Yeah, especially after Sheepy rushed in through Haunter and picked off Rib there. That was really well played. And he looks to be taking the better of this Scout here in a 1v1. The Scout runs away, and it seems to be working out pretty well for Fenneks. Fenneks are taking a lot of room across the point. And yeah, BK are just backing out. Knutson's surely going to get picked off here, and I'm curious as to whether BK are going to try and balls deep, and they are. They're rushing back in, trying to get the frags. They don't have their medic, but they do have the health advantage, and it's only Hafiko alive.
Yeah, but Zebasai and Rib at 80 and 10 HP. Hafiko takes down Rib, but does get pistoled down by Zebasai. So Zebasai, the only one left alive, he's going to be sitting on middle, wait for his team to respawn. He does not want to push too far forward and get caught out by a respawning Settler. But a nice repush from BK after they lost their medic there.
I think Zeba was trying to cap the point there, and then he realised that they never actually got it, and he destroys Samza. Curious as to whether they're actually going to use that pick, and it looks like they are. They're trying to push through choke, and Fenneks are holding really far back on the point, and they will have a weak flank. So BK aren't sending anyone there, but they got 2 scouts of Fenneks. They look like they're going to do the back cap, and they've already got time on point. This is going to be really bad for BK. And yeah, they're getting the point, and the both scouts are going for Spire as well. Really well played by the combo of Fenneks there. Sheepy's even looking to slow them down to stop them getting this back, blocking this back cap.
I think they're actually going to be able to do it, because Fenneks now, oh I say that, Sheepy and Sam's are both down now. But Fenneks have the position on point, I think. Zappa seems to be in behind, and no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side of middle here, but now Fenneks actually in a bit of danger. They've got a scout on point, slowly trying to do as much damage as possible. It's Hafiko, he's going to be going down, but the combo of Flushy and Captain, where are they? They're in house at the moment. They're in their own house. Going to possibly back out, but with both Ubers up right now and Fenneks getting those respawns up, they should be able to defend on their. They should be able to defend from their own choke, should I say? But maybe not, because there's going to be some huge aggression now. Captain's surely going to get focused down. No, the Uber does get popped out. It's going to be a multi from Knutson as well, whereas Flushy keeping that sort of mostly a single target. Now finally just start to multi, adds in Settler as well. Knutson's going to get destroyed. Herpy and Zappis going to be going down on the flank as well. And now BK, they crumble, they lose 4. They get 2-4 at Rib, eventually goes down, and BK completely wiped with 4 still up for Fenneks. And nicely baiting them into choke there for Captain to just almost get dropped. But
I feel Herpy lost in that Uber exchange. He kind of ran into the Uber on 10 HP and didn't leave immediately, and he kind of ran down the Uber and still got picked afterwards. And Zebo's sniping on balcony, but I think he's going to get rushed by Scout. Oh no, wow. Fenneks are actually just giving him respect, leaving the choke and going back to mid.
And because of that, Sheepy gets caught out sort of too far forward, not supported by his combo, does get sniped down. But with this huge Uber advantage from Flushy, I mean, is it going to be enough? Fenneks have now taken this high ground, taken trash, and basically get in. They do finally pop off an Uber. Settler jumps in super aggressively onto the balcony. Maybe they can catch out. Captain's actually in the lower lobby with that Uber. They do find both scouts from behind. Herpy and Zappis going down. Zappis is not playing scout, damn it. I keep forgetting. But Zebo does hit a headshot onto Captain. He gets jumped by Samza though, and does finally go down. So it's 3 down for both teams right now. Rib maybe get caught out. Captain trying to take on 2 players at the same time. Does force the Uber out of Knutson to try and save Rib, but Flushy's away. A choke. I say that he peeks his head back around the corner, tries to hit an arrow onto an Uber player. That's never going to work, Flushy. He's not going to take any damage, and surely he's going to die here as AMS chase him down. No, Settler and Chibi come in with the save to come in and save their medic. AMS does take a pipe to the face, and BK, where are they? They're not even on this middle. They're not going to contest. There's a scout here, but that's it. Fenneks have the spawns now.
I was surprised that AMS didn't get that frag. Flushy didn't seem to surf it particularly well. But BK are still trying to get in here, and if they're not careful, they are going to get completely destroyed in this choke point. And Happy Cool is doing some nice damage, forcing them out. Has a chance to flank him here. But no, he's just going to rush straight back in and pick up the demo, and Knutson should be another easy pick, and AMS is rushing back into middle, but surely he's going to get smashed by these 2 scouts.
Yeah.
Well played by Fenneks. I didn't like what BK were doing then. They were trying to push in through that choke point while there was a demo just spamming the life out of it, and they just got destroyed.
I'm not quite sure why they even backed out in the first place. Was there a backup going on at some point? Because they ended up back on their second with like 4 players when they should have already been on mid.
I think they were scared of Sheepy going straight behind. They couldn't actually tell if he was going back to his medic or like staying behind them in lobby.
Okay. But now Fenneks have taken up this position in the top lobby, or sort of on balcony. They've got Uber, and they know Knutson doesn't have it. I'm not quite sure what they're waiting for. Maybe to see if they can get the position in. Now they're moving forward into this top lobby, looking to take a scout in. It's going to be an Uber from one of the scouts, trying to deny this pyro. Herpy does go down, but Captain gets dropped by a nice pipe from Rib, but it's not going to matter. They take down Knutson and AMS. Zebasai also going down right now. That's 2 up to defend. It's not going to be enough. Zappis gets caught out. And it's going to be our first round to Fenneks as well.
Yeah, really well played by Fenneks. Like, after losing the mid-fight, they weren't deterred and they kept going back and forth through the points, generally outplaying BK in these Ubers, which I find a bit surprising. You'd think that experience of the BK team would win them those fights. We're going to another middle, and Settler is just sticking up his shithouse, and it doesn't make a difference. He gets destroyed by Zappis, and this is surely going to be a mid to BK. And Samsa jumps in from behind, and he picks up Knutson. Really well played by Samsa. Like,
yeah,
Herpy knew he was there, and he still gets the jump on him.
Yeah, that's going to give them a big group advantage, but with only 2 up to defend Flushy, they're coming in aggressive. They're looking for Flushy to try and do damage. Captain destroys AMS though as he comes in super aggressively. There's now too many players. Flushy does go down, Captain goes down. BK, the aggression pays off for them, and now Zebasai is looking to pick up his medic and try and build as much Uber as possible back at their own second spawn. Herpy might get caught out on Stonebridge. He's down to 6 HP. Surely Sheepy's going to take him down. Yes, there he goes. So BK, they rush forward, they get the medic, but then they don't back out quick enough, and Herpy losing that frag is not going to be good for them. And Fenneks might be able to push this just completely blindly. Especially as Zebasai goes down at choke. They have no flank, they have no scouts up for BK now. They've got to play it safe. And back
silly
up.
From Zebo. This is the kind of stuff he always gets berated for when he plays scout. He just peeks his head where it doesn't belong. And it's okay to do that when you've got 300 HP, but when you're only a frail little 125 health scout, there's not much you can do. But Fenneks are actually holding really defensively here. They know Knutson has the advantage, and they're pushing through reset bar BK. But if they take too long, they're not going to be able to use this advantage, and they pop off, and surely Settler's going to get caught out here on the balcony.
Yeah, Flushy does out DM Herpy though and kills him with a crossbow, but Rib does manage to clean him up. Rib jumps super aggressively there and does find him, and now Fenneks lose 3, but BK lose 2, so BK, they should be able to get this point, but I don't think they're going to be able to snowball their way onto last. In comes a jump from Samsa to try and defend this second point. I'm not quite certain what he's doing. He's just maybe just trying to buy time, maybe trying to find Knutson. He hits the first rocket onto him, gets lost up, hits the second rocket onto him. Huge Roma plays. In comes Captain to clean up Rib as well, and now both soldiers, they're going to kill AMS. That is a 3k between the 2 soldiers. Settler is also a bit aggressive here, does get caught out by Zebasai, and now Samsa's still alive. He managed to get in, take the medic, get another frag, and then get out. Now in comes Herpy trying to find everything, but BK they completely wiped there. I think Zappis may have got out, but that's just a huge play from Samsa to just get in, and then the follow-up from Captain. A really nice play from Fenneks.
I was really surprised that BK got caught out there in trash. I expected them to fall back. Having only a scout and a demo where the scout has to cap the point, there's no protection for your medic. But they kind of stayed aggressive in trash, and they got punished for it. They lost Knutson on Spire when he surfed up there. And now there seems to be a pause, but Fenneks have a decent advantage and will probably push resupply, I assume.
Yeah, well that's the way they favoured last round, so and the way they're looking to go now. I'm not quite sure who's the main caller for Fenneks.
I reckon it will be Flushy.
Okay.
He's got all the experience.
Yeah, he was playing TF2. He quit TF2 before I even started playing, so I don't actually know who he is, so you'll have to educate me on who Flushy is.
He was a medic for Infused, the best all-Brit team of all time. Not that great, but
I thought that was
shabby either. Dunk. Oh, they kind of swapped between medics. And the pause on pause, so we should be going live soon as whoever timed out is reconnecting.
Yep, absolutely. But I mean, BK, they don't look. They keep getting caught out super aggressively. Obviously, Zebsai, known for being a super aggressive scout, does keep, as you say, poking his head around. Did you play with Zebsai when he was a scout?
No, we were thinking of doing it in Osomniac if we could get Ips on Soldier, but it never became a reality as we unpause and repause.
Oh. Not sure what's going on here.
I'm messing about with the pause. Yeah, Zebo on Scout, when he was going to go scout for us, he was promising that if he was in our team and it was like he was a contender for LAN, he'd actually play very seriously, very much more passively than we're used to seeing him. And actually, Fenneks are pushing through resupply with this Uber, and Zebo spotted them out. So BK should be able to react in time and stall them long enough to get this Uber, and yeah, Knutson gets Uber in the lobby.
Yeah, but is it good enough? The Uber does get forced out onto Grey Bridge by a good aggressive play from Herpy, and now actually Fenneks are in a pretty dangerous situation. The Uber does get forced out, does get popped over in the trash area by BK. They pick up Captain and Sheepy. Flush is far retreated though. He gets fragged over in the house, and BK, they take 4, they lose 3 though.
2 behind.
Yeah.
Setlet and Samsa both on Spire.
One of them running the pain train as well, so there's going to be that extra damage. AMS gets completely wrecked by Setlet Stickies on Pride Rock, and now Setlet is going to try and do as much damage as he can from behind. He's going to find the medic from behind him. If he turns around, he could have seen the medic and maybe hit some pipes. He does eventually find him. Knutson trying to do as much damage. Setlet completely destroys him. Knutson, what are you doing? Oh, let down. And Fenneks, suddenly they have 4 players on the enemy second.
Yeah, BK, they're not thinking. I mean, it looks like Zappis who timed out. They weren't thinking, they didn't have eyes on resupply, and they all just stormed forward to middle, like, not knowing where the last 2 players alive were. And they got punished hard for it. And now, Fenneks have an advantage. And I'm seeing if they're going to run an off-class on BK. Yeah, Zebo goes Pyro. Zebo's going to need to do a lot of work on this Pyro to save his team this round.
Well, I saw Fenneks playing the Logjam Cup, and that Pyro was a big factor, but they managed to destroy it again really quickly. They lose only 2 seconds of the Uber. Now they're getting in. They're chasing BK back in. AMS gets caught out. Not going to manage to get back into the resub in time, and now BK have got like 4 players behind the point here. I'm not quite certain why they had that. Knutson and Rib get caught out, and that's going to be an easy second round for Sheepy to just stand on the point and cap for them. So I'm not quite sure why BK had 4 players behind point there. Is that something new that I just haven't seen before?
It's viable to just back off behind the point and try and delay them as long as possible, but they lost players on entry, so they couldn't really do it. But then once you've lost 2 players immediately to the Uber, there's not much you can do, as Rib doing slightly better of the damage on the middle compared to Setlet, and Setlet's being forced all the way out, and this should be a mid easily for BK.
Yeah, with both scouts down, Flushy gets caught out by AMS, and Zebasai is going to pick up Samster as well, so there's only 2 up of Setlet and Captain. Are they going to try for the medic here? They could. Knutson's been caught out before, but it doesn't look like they're going to want to try it. They're in no position to even just bomb. Setlet's just going to get caught out by Spam as well. Yeah. Captain's alone to defend last. Strong middle from BK there.
I don't know why he walked all the way back. He was being so risky, especially with, if he dies, it's such a late death. He might not even spawn for last if BK push quickly, which is obviously a huge problem if your demo's not up to put stickies on that point.
And they're coming straight in.
His Pyro needs to go down. He goes down eventually, and Setlet's spawning now to put stickies on the point. But BK are getting the frags. It should be an easy round for BK.
But you say that, but that heavy up top doing loads of damage. Sheepy does get taken down though. BK getting 4 down, and they do eventually get the point. Zebasai stands on it. Setlet going to be the last to fall. Him getting caught out there really cost him that round. He did basically no damage that entire last. Just see what BK are going to be able to do. Did they pick up those aggressive scout picks as well? Because Hafikul going down immediately. As well. Sorry, what am I saying? Zappis jumped up, and instead of going for Setlet, just completely destroyed Hafikul on that choke point. The Setlet just couldn't even come back in without a scout to defend him. Now BK getting aggressive. Let's go down. Zappis frags him out, but now in comes super aggressive bomb from Samza. He's going to go down as well. Flushy and Hafikul follow him. So BK strong middles now. They seem to have warmed up a little bit. Sheepy's the only one left alive. He's going to go down as well, and that is a full wipe for Fenneks. BK coming strong now. They like I say, they appear to have warmed up start.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by the way Zappis is playing, but then he is getting loads of space with the amount of damage Rib puts onto scouts. You don't quite appreciate it until you played scout against him. It's really horrible. He manages to catch you out with every single sticky, and he gives Zappis so much room to just bomb in and get loads of work done every single middle. And I think BK are probably going to do maybe a double scout rush for that Pyro with the Uber.
Well, it's what they did last time, and it took them maybe 2 or 3 seconds to actually try and kill him. So I'm not quite certain if they are. No, they're coming in from that bottom right-hand side. They're going to pick up Sheepy the Heavy immediately. The Pyro's in no position to even defend. He's going to have to back out and switch classes. Captain's going to be going down, but BK just stand on the point. Knutson's going to be the one to cap it out as well. 2-2. This is a close match now with 15.5 minutes left on the clock. I wonder what's going to happen this middle. See if those scouts get caught out again. Sheepy and Haffical both went down super early. If they go down on these middles, they're not... The Fenneks seem to have no point presence if the scouts go down.
Yeah, Samson needs to get some distraction onto Rib. Rib's just demolishing them, taking them apart piece by piece. And look, he's just getting across the point and he's not taking any damage. He's all the way sticking the other enemy house. And yeah, Fenneks actually pushing back in here. This could work out well for them, but the scout frags come in from Huppy and Zebasai and it's just too much. And
yeah, absolutely.
Knutson doesn't even die. Really well played by BK. Ooh. It's just Setlet now and he should go down. Yeah, I was a bit surprised that Fenneks decided to re-push and it looked like it might have worked for a few seconds, but then Zebo and Herpy came up from Valley, I think, and just got, I think, 5 frags between them.
No, they got all 6. They got all 6 between them. Herpy got 4 and Zebo got 2. It's like, you know, Rib and AMS and Zappa's just putting out the damage, being cleaned up by the scouts. Yeah. Classic play there.
Really well played, and I feel that Fenneks should just give up these mids. They've not won a single one so far, and just play straight from second. Or
I don't know, the first 2 mids were a bit closer, and they won the second mid, I think. But in the trying to deal with that Pyro once again, trying to do as much damage as possible. He's completely destroying the super there. They cannot get in. They cannot finish off this Pyro. Zappis is even going to get caught out by the heavy. Rib goes down as well, but Samsa and Sheepy get traded, and Knutsen's backed out. BK are giving up this middle. Maybe Knutsen just dancing around with the crossbow in main. Surely Fenneks can defend. Knutsen's the only one left alive, and he's so far forward. He was still trying to fire crossbows at the point. He's on Greybridge now, but I think he's going to manage to get out. Maybe this soldier chasing him. It's going to be Captain trying to hit that. No, it's not going to get that rocket onto him. And Fenneks, a nice defense there. That Pyro just doing so much work. BK could not deal with that at all. They've dealt with it the previous round, but they did not deal with it this round whatsoever. He didn't even die.
Oh, this is a really bad Uber from Fenneks. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I think they're just going to back out. Oh, Flushy, you need to get out. You're going to get caught out if you don't. Yeah, but BK playing it smartly, and I don't know what the scout's trying to do, get cap time, and he's going to get destroyed. And Fenneks, I think they're going to have to try and play for a back cap here. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to hold last with 3 down.
A settler only just spawning out, so there's going to be no stickies on point. And they're just going to see what they can do, just come straight in, go for that point. And they're going to get the point presence. Well, they're going to try for it, but there's going to be a lot of damage on them as they try and come in through main, but it's going to surely not going to be enough yet. The pistol and the shotgun from Zebsai and AMS combining to kill the few remaining players from Fenneks left. And BK take their 3rd round, so 3-2. My prediction is out the window, but yours is still on the board, Stark. Let's see if Fenneks can hold out for another 12 minutes and see if they can get some more rounds. They were looking so strong at the beginning of the match, but now they're just running the same thing. I want to see what Samsa does. As you were saying, Samsa's not getting any damage out onto Rib. He needs to do it. If he can get aggressive, he can. They can crush Rib and they can win the middle. But he jumps in, gets nothing done. Haffigal and Flushy are already dead. BK, they're not looking. I say that they lose 3. Fenneks could come back in, although with the health on him, everyone below 50 health. No, it's gonna be another win for BK. Knutsen's still alive.
Behind.
Oh,
Captain
wow.
just pops up from behind with 20 HP, just starts shotgunning Knutsen. Didn't work out too well from him, but yeah, Rib got damaged that mid by Settler, but he just seemed to drop into plan B, dropped into Valley, and then did the exact same amount of damage, but from a safer position.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Rib, you can do these kind of things. Rib is, I think, one of my favourite demos to just watch.
Fenneks
just
have 2 players
so well.
Oh no, they're just going to backspawn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they've got sorry, no, sorry, they've got a 40% disadvantage right now, and if BK don't push, they might be able to get this in time. Should only be another sort of 15 seconds. Fenneks now sort of pushing, yeah, they come in, bringing, once again, the scout and the soldier in from top. There's no pyro this time to deny, but they don't manage to get any frags so far with the super. It's been completely wasted. Setlet does eventually go down, and Flush as well. Okay, that's it. Medic and Demo down. Surely Fenneks cannot hold the Sheepy. Samsa and Haffical going to be the flank left alive, but the point gets capped, and that is a 4 times cap. That is a 4-2 for BK.
And with the speed of this game, I think my prediction is going to be out the window very shortly too. BK just completely dominant on these middles, and they've kind of cleaned up their act in between them, and they're looking like real favourites to take this match now.
Fenneks need to pull themselves together, bit of a team talk, a hard whiskey or something, and then they can pull themselves up again. Captain's going to jump in super aggressively. He finds Rib with a huge air shot and does manage to take him down. Also kills Knutsen. This is looking good from Fenneks. They find 5. AMS the only one left alive. He's trying to melee Flushy down, but he does not manage it and gets shut down. BK, they get wiped on middle. A strong middle from Fenneks. They like that aggressive play. That seems to work out for them. Captain jumping straight over point, doing huge amounts of damage onto the combo, and that was really nice. Really nice from Fenneks there. Pulls them back into this game.
Samsa did a really... I think that's his first aggressive bomb that worked out. He just got behind and caused havoc behind them, and they all turned around, and then suddenly Captain flies in and gets all the frags. Really well played by Fenneks, and a dominant mid-fight, and they should push on to take this round.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's still 10 minutes left. They lose Captain, though, as they trying to come onto this aggressive... As they meet this aggressive forward hold from BK. They trade with AMS, though, and eventually BK going to have to back out. Fenneks now getting the positioning to try and push onto this last. I think they're just going to wait, though. They've got 8%. They're going to have to come straight in. Sheepy's going to be the one to come in. Settler as well. They're going to try and shut down this Pyro immediately. He does. Knutson gets caught out as he tries to retreat into spawn by his Settler's stickies. And now they've got 4v6 onto this last important 4v5. Rib goes down as well. Sheepy completely out the engine. And that is going to be a round for Settler, who caps there. So that is 3-4 to BK. So Fenneks, they grab a quick round back, and they're still in this game. With 9 minutes left, this game is still completely up in the air the way it's been played at the moment.
Yeah, I think Knutson showing his experience there, not getting out fast enough with almost his Uber ready. And it looks like BK are going Valley this mid. I'm not sure if they've been going Valley normally, but they're going up from the slope, and Rib's just got so much point presence. I mean, Fenneks are trying to come through Shithouse, but they're just getting bombed by Zappis, and short. What? The frags! The frags come out from nowhere. Look at the health on Fenneks. They've got about 200 health on their entire team, and somehow they win. It's poor focus fire. I'm really shocked. I don't know where those frags came from.
There was a scout of Sheepy. I think it was Sheepy. Went in behind, immediately got into Knutson. Knutson didn't heal anyone that entire mid, and then they just collapsed on him. I don't know what it was. Just beautiful focus fire from Fenneks, maybe, but. I have no idea how they didn't lose anyone. Like you were saying, everyone's less than like 40 HP. I have no idea how they managed that. That's ridiculous. It was good though. Coming straight in with the super advantage. Yeah. Looking to be a soldier and scout. It's classic of what we've seen so far on this Badlands. Soldier and scout in comes top, denied solely by the pyro there. Herpy doing so much denial work, and now the Uber's going to be a little bit faded. Setlet does come in now. He does get taken down though. Can Fenneks finally push this point? No, they lose 5. And now Captain's the only left alive. He does get taken down. BK, a nice defense by them. Herpy denying the Uber, and then followed up with the huge focus fire. So they didn't manage it on the mid, but they definitely managed it on that last point there.
Yeah, BK getting lots of frags on the flank during that Uber, which really kind of crushed the combo into committing hard. And they just got flanked by the scouts. So actually, Flushy running crits I've seen, and they will have the crits disadvantage. So their idea is that they force BK when they come in, and then re-crits on them like as they're capping the midpoint. But obviously it all hinges on getting the force out when BK push through choke.
Yeah,
that's a risk through house. And they do get the force out, and Fenneks backing out smartly, and they really need to hold this choke, because if they get through, it could be disastrous for Fenneks.
AMS jumps in, and now in comes Zappis trying to do so much damage, but Samsa completely meets him with a rocket, and now with both soldiers down for BK, they're looking to play a bit defensively. This might not be the perfect position for where Fenneks want them to be with this crits. They might actually be able to get in for free. I say that. Rib does somehow manage to frag Samsa over in-house. I think he made a crater there, but now there's going to be a back cap going on, but it's just going to be a ×2. I think it's just one of the scouts. Yeah, it's Herpy from behind. He's just surely going to get cleaned up by the scout of Hafikul. I say that. Hafikul's on 11 HP. The crits get popped out. AMS gets completely air-piped. Wait, what? I thought AMS got air-piped.
Airshot his medic and got air-piped at the same time.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I just saw AMS get air-piped. Flushy gets destroyed. BK, they're 4 up there. They gonna maybe look to clean up. Fenneks are all really lit. Captain does pick up that health pack, and now Samsa jumps in on choke, gets like 2, takes down Knutson. Sheepy follows up, but does eventually fall to Rib. And now Captain's alone on mid. Finally meets up with his medic and scout, but Fenneks hold middle. They crits in, they win.
Yeah, and Flushy's still on the crit screen, and they've got that health advantage actually. I want to push here. And it looks like they're taking their time, but they are coming through choke, and Zappis bombs in from behind, but destroys himself. And surely this should be Fenneks pushing up here, but no, they're backing out. They want to bait BK a bit closer and then use the crits on them.
Well, it's the clever play. If they can get their positioning, BK are playing really defensively and trash, but if they can get this crits over the point, Setler's going to call it out. It does catches no one with the first crit. Sticky catches Rib as he gets through the door. That huge Sticky, just trying to find anyone. Now they're trying to get, they get Knudsen over the hill, and AMS as well. BK lose 3 from the end of that crits, but Fenneks have lost their flank as well. Settler, Flushy, and no, wait, their complete combo. How did they lose their combo? What?
They backed out bottom right, and Settler just had a crit Sticky thrown over and down the stairs and caught out Knudsen.
No. How did Fenneks lose their combo?
Oh, I don't even know.
What? I don't even know. I think Zappis got like a 3k there. He came in from behind. But BK going to be able to recap this from the end. I say that Settler gets 2 sticky trap kills onto Perpy, and Zebasai does lose his life for it. But with both scouts down for BK, they're not going to be able to push any further. They lose Rib as well. BK throwing this at the last second. They're going to cap the second out, and Fenneks going to roll straight onto last. Surely, without this Uber, they don't need the Uber. With Rib still down for another 8 seconds, if they go quickly, they can get onto this last before he even has a chance to spawn.
Yeah, Rib's going to be unhappy about that death. Sheepy kind of warped through his air pipe and killed him because of it. So unlucky there for Rib.
Fenneks winding the clock down a little bit.
Yeah.
They know they're 3-4.
minutes.
If they can get a quick round here, they can either bring it to a draw, and then might not be as much time for BK to push back. But BK look like they want to get out. AMS walking straight in. Captain destroys him with a little help from Settler. Sticky trap. Zebasai going down as well. This is not the Uber charge that BK wanted. And now Fenneks, Flushy was nowhere near AMS, so it doesn't even matter. They're going to take that scout and soldier in that top left once again. Zappis is going to be going down. They trade Samsa, but surely there's 3 up, 2 up, 1 up for BK. Rib the only one left alive. The sticks are going to get cleaned up. Where is Rib? He is somewhere trying to do as much, but it's 4-4 with 3.5 minutes left on the clock. This is such a close game.
The throws. They must have misread the Uber percentages then, because the only reason you push with 4 minutes left while you're winning is if you think you've got a decent advantage to push off. But obviously, as we could see, Flushy had the Uber for a decent while, so a really big misstep from BK then, and it could cost them the round. And it looks like they're pushing up through the shithouse, both teams actually, and taking the opposite train.
Yeah, the aggressive bomb's not working out because there's no one for them to bomb into. Zappis is going to be the first frag. Fenneks are going to pick that up, and now they're getting aggressive. They're chasing BK out through their own choke, and BK, the medic and demo are in behind. The soldier tries to bomb him. AMS, he's going to get shut down. Knudsen and Rib are back in blue choke, so they're in a terrible position. Rib's going to get shut down. Knudsen tries to Uber saw Happy cool down. He does get the Uber out on time to survive, and they're just going to leave.
Yeah. If I were BK, I'd just try and lose this round as quickly as possible, because you need to use the remaining time to get a round of your own.
Please tell me you saw Knudsen.
Yeah. You got the Uber saw and realised, I'm never going to get back to resupply, and just killed himself in mid-Uber.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
I thought he created because his Uber ran out at the wrong time. But it doesn't matter. BK, they lose to Rib and AMS going down there, and Rib, Knudsen trying to stay alive. Fenneks, they're going to get this round, bring us to 5-4 with 2 minutes left. There is still enough time for BK to get around. They need to steamroll it forward though to bring us to a draw and take us to a golden cap. This is so tense right now.
I'm going to watch Sheepy to mid, because it seemed at the start when they were losing middles, their scats were getting destroyed by Rib, but now I don't even see them on Rib's perspective. They're somehow getting behind and getting the frags on the flank. He seems to be just hanging around shithouse waiting for jumpers. But now his own jumpers have gone in, but he's still not going. He's just eating damage. And look, Zappis bombs in, and the amount of damage coming out from BK is crazy. And Knudsen doesn't even fall.
That captain's got 18 HP. No, he does go down. So Fenneks, they get wiped. There's 1 minute 24 on the clock. BK can definitely still do this. They're looking to get straight aggressive onto this blue second point. Already on Spire. Everyone from three spawn from Fenneks, but they're not going to be able to defend second, surely. Rib putting out huge sticky traps to try and save it, destroy anyone who gets out. And if Fenneks lose a player now, they could be in so much trouble. They could bring this to a golden cap. They want to just defend as long as possible. I'm expecting a heavy, a pyro. I was thinking maybe a sniper as well, but no, Samsa and Captain both staying on that soldier role to try and put out as much damage as possible on the BK advantage and to try and force them up. They look like they're coming in from bottom right. Yeah, they're going to run straight into the heavy, who just back straight into point. Zebasai goes straight for point, but it's not going to be enough. He doesn't manage to cap it out, but BK lose 2. The point is going to be capped. Both soldiers bomb in. Nice play from BK. That brings us to 5-5 with 30 seconds left. That goes us to a golden cap, boys. I'm excited.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised that Fenneks went for that mid when they were a round up with a minute 30 left. They decided to go up shithouse, and if they lose that mid, it's an all or nothing play. If they lose the mid, they're going to lose their medic. There's no way they're getting out. And this golden cap, I'm curious because every round we've seen pretty much has been just after the first two, it's just a mid win into a roll. So I think this golden cap is going to be over very quickly.
Absolutely. The only long round we had was the first round, which is which Fenneks did end up winning after defending their last, I think. Yeah. But I want to see the logs from that. That was a really close game, a lot closer than I think you were expecting. But
yeah, definitely.
See if I can find it. Fenneks eSports. So top damaging was Setlet, putting out a ton of more damage than Rib there, putting out almost, what, 1400 more damage than Rib?
It didn't feel like it. Like, especially not in the mid fights, it felt Rib was really carrying. I'm not sure where that damage has actually come from. Zebo, 39 to 28, that's a Himsy log with 8.6k damage.
That is that is a lot of deaths. Looking at the medics, they're pretty close. Same deaths as well, so I don't think Knutson's inexperience combining with Fleshy's rustiness, would you say? Both sort of similar?
Yeah.
Down to a lot more frags from the side of Fenneks, though, overall. Apart from Zebasai, who got 39, Fenneks had a lot more frags, and a lot more assists as well. Yeah, Captain putting out a ton of assists, Setlet and Sheepy putting out a ton of assists, so Fenneks working together a lot to put to combine and actually like frag other players. That makes sense? That makes sense.
Yeah. And Zebo, despite his large amount of deaths, he's definitely doing a lot of work with a few amount of heals. I mean, he got the least amount of heals on the server, but for the most amount of kills, that's not bad. But then obviously there are times when you don't want your scout to be dead, and at those times you're kind of cursing him. Have I lost you? Hello?
No, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what the going to be for the golden cap, because I'm assuming we'll just take the straight E2F12 rules of no time limit, first to win. But
yeah,
time limit is...
The time limit won't come into play, I think. Given by the previous rounds, I think it's going to be a sub 3-minute golden cap.
Strong prediction there, strong prediction. Who do you think is going to win it, or do you think it's too close to call?
It depends on whoever wins the mid, and BK put out a really strong mid fight last time. But I think that might have just been because Fenneks were trying to play passive, but then obviously kind of somewhere in between being passive and aggressive, and they're just kind of sitting ducks and got wiped. But I think if Fenneks goes for that really aggressive mid that they were using a few rounds before that last round, I feel Fenneks can take it.
Looking at the logs, Fenneks won 2 mids out of the 9 that we played, 10 that we played. A lot went to BK's way, but still managing to get a couple of mids, a couple of rounds, even though they lost that mid.
Yeah, there you go. Getting 3 rounds on mids where, or on rounds where you lost the mid fairly heavily. That's quite impressive.
Hopefully they're going to ready up. Yeah, they still haven't restarted. They're just trying to sort out the configs and out DM each other, which it appears that BK are winning the pre-game DM, but I don't think that has any applications. Yeah. I don't really know what else we can say. Captain looking strong, Setlet doing a ton of damage. Hafikul and Sheepy also. Sheepy was doing a lot of work, and so was Hafikul. But Herpy and they're basically just really evenly matched. I don't want to say anyone's underperforming. I don't think they were. Samson may be playing a couple of questionable plays, but then it's countered by the fact that AMS is inexperienced and a bit green as well, so he's doing the same thing. Yeah,
Samson was playing better towards the end, where they started winning middles because Samson actually started getting behind and getting early bombs. Because before, his role seemed to be after his team loses the mid, he has to go in and try and do something and get the mid, that kind of thing. But he was actually getting space early on, and I've just been told that the C in Knutson's name stands for captain and is an ice hockey tradition. But we're going live again, so 5-5, golden cap now. Next person who caps a round wins the match and advances.
It's going to be a really important middle, and I think Rib actually takes a ton of damage coming into this middle. Settler putting out a lot of damage. Rib already in the red, trying to put out as much damage. Captain's going to be the first frag though. Fenneks not looking too strong as they lose their pocket soldier. Settler also going down. BK coming out strong onto this middle. In comes the bomb from Samsa. He does get shut down immediately by the meat shots from her P. And Fenneks, they back out but keep Flushy alive, and that is key here. When Flushy stayed alive, when they've lost middle, that's when they've been able to push back. So it's good.
Yeah.
This might not necessarily be the role that you thought it was going to be.
No, again, Rib going back to what he was doing at the start of the game. Completely smashed that scout in Valley. It gave him like 150, completely took away all his full buff. And BK are looking to push this in early on, not going for any kind of slow play. That's not Zebasai's style. Zeba gets Ubered in, but he eats a lot of damage, and it's not a good Uber at all for BK. They're just going to come back out and not lose any frags. But it's not going to work for them because AMS gets picked up, and Zebo looks like he will do as well.
Yeah, but
he's on the medic!
Oh! Penny!
Oh my god.
Oh, does eventually get meleeed down, but now Hafkul gets picked out by a Zappis in lobby, and BK are backed up onto choke right now. They don't want to push too aggressively. Fenneks, I don't know if they've got anyone on point on their last point to try and defend, but they're looking to come out aggressively. Settler jumps onto point, takes a ton of damage, and does have to back out. He does start getting heals right now though. And BK looking strong, looking like they want to strong arm their way through into trash, and they do force Fenneks back. So Fenneks back, sitting on their last, waiting for Sheepy to respawn in 4 seconds, and a strong defense of second there from BK.
I disagree with Samsa's idea to stay on last while they'd already lost one scout. They needed the cap time. They couldn't just have one person on last and push 4v6 essentially. And Zeba's on sniper actually. He's pinging top left, looking for that pocket frag.
They can. It's going to immediately still push from BK because they're both on 100% Uber. Zeba gets anything, it's going to be. I think they've called him though because the way how defensive Captain's playing and how defensive Flushy's playing as well, hiding down the stairs.
Zeba wants the hero spot. He's going to the barrels. He's going to get this buff and he's going to try and drop the med. But
he's going to have a hard time. Have a hard time with the fact that Flushy's playing on the stairs. Zeba takes a shot, does body shot Samsa, but him off. And unfortunately, Flushy maybe caught out here. Zeba's watching him again, but there's not much else we can really comment on the fact that Zebo's just trying to hit this shot.
Yeah,
we're all waiting on him. Come on, Zebo. We're all watching you. Everyone here is watching you. No pressure. Hits a body shot again onto Samsa. Get anything else done.
I feel they should try and hit the Uber in, hit the top left hard, trade Ubers, and then try and force their way back in because Settler's hiding inside spawn. They don't really have any presence on the top right hand side for Fenneks.
Did that last time and it failed. They lost AMS and then Zebo.
It took so long for them to get the force out though in that time. But Zebo could literally just peek in top left and take a shot before he goes down because they're... Actually no, I say that and they're holding closer now. So maybe BK will decide to push on this.
Half-Equals picked up that sniper rifle as well, so... They've eventually fallen... No, I thought he was going to go down to the rollers there, but no, he does manage to get out alive. They're just stalemating, no one really wants to make a move. Zappis goes in super aggressively, does get shut down by Sheepy though. And now... A Captain gets headshot though, that is going to be huge for BK. Fenneks now cannot push out without their main damage dealer from the pocket. And this is dangerous for Fenneks right now. Just going to get a much better spawn. They could just try for this. I don't think they're going to, but they could.
That scout's hiding behind a pillar from Zebasai. And Samsa peeking his head in main, trying to deter Zebo from taking another shot. And it's clear BK weren't expecting, I don't think they were expecting the game to be this close and they really don't want to lose. And they're just playing it as slowly as possible. They don't want to give anything for Fenneks to push off.
Pete talking about weather. He's obviously bored. They want something to happen. Someone's got to make a play. Hafikul does get fragged by Zappis, gets caught out on the flank. That might be the call for BK to go. Yeah, the Uber gets popped out top. They're looking for as much as they can, but the Uber gets forced out so late by Flushy. They might get caught out again. I don't think so. Knutsen's away, finds his down man. They don't get anything. Ubers are just traded, and Hafikul's up once again. There's nothing happening, just a complete return to stalemate. Sheepy gets caught out. Maybe this could be, again, they push without Uber. They get a frag. They could push, but they don't. They just want to posture through main. They want to put out as many sticks and put out as much spam. No one really wants to commit to anything here.
Yeah, Zappis is going to get taken down on the flank, and actually, MS is pushing in top right, and Rib might get taken down here, and he does. And this has worked out really poorly from BK. They took so long to pick their moment, and that was not it. And it's just going to be
definitely not it.
Zebo and Knutson making their way back to choke to try and meet the protection of Zappis.
A second point for Fenneks, and now if they're not careful, they might get forced out again. They still have Zebo up on that sniper rifle, so they have less of a flank presence, and if Samsa, Sheepy and Hafikul can work together and really push aggressively through that flank, BK could find themselves in a bit of danger. There's a sticky trap up at choke, pretty cleverly hidden from the second one. The first one's obviously there, but the second one, find that, but might want to push through house here. But there's a sticky trap there as well.
Fenneks not going to push Uber v Uber with a sniper, which forces him so early. And I think Zebo's going to go for a crazy play here at choke. He looks like he's ready for a crazy play. He's peeking his way through.
Slowly round the corner. Can he find anyone? Sees the scout, backs out, misses.
It's difficult for BK to make a push with that Zebo on sniper. I think they should just change Zebo off sniper and reveal it until they trade Ubers. And keep Fenneks scared, but actually have that scout to protect your flank. Because you can guarantee the second BK makes any space. As I say that, Zappis jumps in, tried to get the force, and Flushy holding the Uber. Took a lot of nerve to do that, but then it's difficult for them to push out with that sniper because they'll get forced so early.
Coming out through balcony though, this could be really good. They see Zebo, but they've managed to dodge him. Flushy's not even getting forced. He does finally get forced, but they're so far in to be able to get something done with this. Both Ubers get forced. They lose captain. They've already lost Sheepy. This could be really dangerous for Fenneks. They got in, but they lost players trying to get in there, and now they rotate back round into choke. They're gonna maybe pick up a scout here. No, they lose Settler at the choke, and now Fenneks, they're having to back out. It's 3v6. They're running for their life. Soldiers chasing down Flushy. He does manage to get away and pick up that health pack, but Fenneks have to back up to their last. They can't defend second here, and BK in a good position once again to push last.
Yeah, it was a mistake for Fenneks to push that. They Ubered late, but they'd already lost loads of health on their players. As BK are pushing through main here, they're trying to bait people down to the point of Zebo headshot. Zebo just missing the shot on Flushy. And it's not looking too good for BK. But because of the off classes of Fenneks, it's going to take them a while to push out here, so unless Sheepy can go huge, which he can't really, it looks like BK will hold the second point.
Say that Captain's trying to do in as much damage as possible. Flushy's maybe going to get caught out here. Captain somehow surviving for so long, but doesn't manage to buy enough time for his scouts to cap the point. And Fenneks got once again to last. They have an Uber though, and they're going to get their respawns in, well, 8 seconds up for Captain. Sheepy just respawns now. Can BK push? I don't think so. Not Uber v Uber with...
Yeah, going in for another trade, and it's not too bad a trade. I reckon MS did try and do something on the flank there, but actually their players are just getting destroyed in lobby. They couldn't hold lobby at all. And Zappis is coming in from the flank though with her P, and
they're gonna get it.
Oh, wow! Really well played from Zappis and her P. They saw their opportunity and they took it.
I thought Captain was going to save that though. He jumped in. He was so close to saving that point.
Yeah.
This has been a fantastic game though, guys. I have no idea what's happening over on Stream 1. Let's have a look at the results for the best of one of CB Badlands on the upper bracket round 2. So, main call, destroyed GG Play Pro 6-1, but this has been a much closer match over here between Knutsen Rollerbladers and Fenneks eSports by Simray. That is eventually a Golden Cap win to Knutsen Rollerbladers, who go forward to meet main call in the next round. And Fenneks face 425, who beat Coast to Coast 1-0. Oh no, it's 4-0. It was a 4-4, then Golden Cap to 425 against Coast to Coast. Burberry Pandas beat Cool Clan 5-3. Urban Pandas face GG Well Played Pro in the lower bracket. 425 face Fenneks in the lower bracket, and Main Call versus Ziknutzen Rollerbladers in the upper bracket. I think we are going to be casting one of the lower bracket games. I'm not quite sure which. There will surely be a straw poll. We're going to wrap it up a little bit because everyone's waiting on us apparently. So we're going to go to a quick break, work out what we're doing next, and we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching, guys.